seat over there at the moment. So hugely unpredictable and an amazing night.
Well, let's go down here into what is on our map, London. We've got some of our Generation 2015, all first-time voters except one. And if I just point out here, that's the edge of London on our map, and that's the Twickenham seat, Vince Cable's seat, now blue. Just tell us how you all voted.
So I voted Conservative.
I voted Green.
Conservative.
Labour.
And if I start with you, did you think that the Conservatives were going to have a night like they're having?
No, actually, I was quite surprised. I thought Labour was going to win, but I'm quite glad, especially in my constituency, Kensington Surbiton, to take a seat from Lib Dems, which is not surprising. But I don't know why in my constituency that has happened, but I'm quite glad.
Kingston Surbiton right there, in fact, right next to the Twickenham seat. And what a shock when Vince Cable lost his seat.
The result was absolutely astounding. I mean, Vince Cable's been part of the architecture of the Lib Dems of London politics for as long as I remember, and I think it says something that before tonight we wouldn't have expected the Lib Dem vote to bottom out anywhere near as much as it had done, or the erstwhile Lib Dem vote to break right, or actually the Tory and Labour vote to hold up and increase their majorities in their own strongholds. It's a picture of uncertainty to be expected, but also a picture of polarisation where people like Vince, where people in the centre are ceasing to count.
Absolutely. You're another Conservative voter.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what have you made of this evening? This
well,
morning, even.
Indeed. I think, like quite a lot of people, I voted for the Conservatives based on a vote for security. I want to see a strong government. I want to see our economy made strong and made, working again. And so I think that really, for me, it wasn't about ideology. I don't really share a lot of the Conservative values. But for me, when Ed Miliband stepped up and said that he didn't accept that they overspent in the 13 years they were in government, at that point, I just couldn't trust him on the economy anymore. And
as a Labour voter, what do you think the future is for Ed Miliband?
I think the future for Ed Miliband is obviously in question. There's been a wipeout in Scotland, but if you're a Labour supporter and you believe in values of equality, social justice, diversity, then great that there's been increased voter turnout and engagement, in particular on social media. Get involved in your community.
Okay. Well, obviously, lots more results still to come in, but thank you all very much. Back to you, David.
Thanks very much, Sophie. Well, imminent is the declaration from Witney, where the Prime Minister David Cameron is. We've had, by the way, news in from Northern Ireland that Sinn Féin lost Fermanagh and South Tyrone to the Ulster Unionists. And that means, even if you exclude them, you now need 324, not 323, to have an overall majority. One fewer Sinn Féin MPs not there, so to speak. And there seem to be a mass of candidates at the Witney constituency in all sorts of fancy dress. But let's wait till we get the result from Witney, and no doubt we'll then hear from David Cameron.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now in a position to declare the result in the election of a Member of Parliament for the Witney constituency. Turnout at the election was 73.57%. The total number of rejected ballot papers was 188, and the votes cast for each candidate were as follows: Bex Colin Rowland, Wessex Regionalists, 110. Cameron David William Donald, the Conservative Party candidate, 35,201. That's 35201. Enright Duncan Shaw Thomas, Labour Party, 10,046. Graham Andy, Liberal Democrat, 3,953. That's 3953. Handley Nathan Paul, 12.